my life demonstrating, Your Excellency. We have been demonstrating from when I joined the demonstration was in 2003. 2002, I was 24 years old. Then I found you on the way in 2007. Then you detoured, you left us there, still continuing demonstrating. Then we continued the demonstration in 2013. We continued in 2017. One of the incidents, Your Excellency, that I cannot forget is after the elections of 2017. I went to receive my late party leader at the airport. He was coming back from overseas trip. And Your Excellency, we were in a convoy. That time, even the speaker was part of, before he detoured also, was part of that journey. So Your Excellency, when we left the airport, and we were doing a peaceful demonstration, as we said, and we came from the airport, we came through Mombasa Road, then we joined Likoni Road. Between Likoni Road Junction and Landis Road, Apollo Saka Road, Your Excellency, risasi ililia. We lost 17 people there on the spot, Your Excellency. There are pictures, I remember, I went with my former party leader to the city mortuary one time, Your Excellency, and those photos are there, I have them in my records. And we had 40 coffins in one day, Your Excellency, sending them to where I come from, that part of the country. So, Your Excellency, I want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, because these problems have been there in the previous governments, but no one had the courage to accept that we need to address these issues of human rights violations, other than yourself, Your Excellency. I was privy and part of discussions between you and my former party leader on this issue, Your Excellency. There was the report of the NATCO that was presented to you. There was the report of the 10-point agenda. Many people never believed that those reports will be implemented. But today we are here implementing the NATCO report and implementing the 10-point agenda. When my party leader came to see you over this matter, Your Excellency, you never hesitated. I was present, I must say. You said, this is one issue that we must address as a country, and I will be on the forefront to make sure that it is implemented. And I am sure where he is today, because I know how close this matter was to his heart. I know wherever he is, Your Excellency, he is very happy. But what pains me also politically, Your Excellency, is the people who perpetuated these evil, things are today the reformists of the country. They are the defenders of human rights. That is what pains me also. You see, people who we lost Baby Pendo in their hands are today the defenders of human rights in our country, and they want us to listen to them. So let's give Kenyans a break. Let's be honest with Kenyans. And let's accept our sins. I know whom we used to complain about when I was in the street. And today is the same person who's telling me, I'm reforming this country, I want to win this election and defeat this government so that I can reform this country, I'm a human rights defender, and we know each other. We have been around for some time now. That is why we look as a party this time more intelligent than we used to be. Tumesoma watu. So, Your Excellency, when this matter came up and you graciously accepted that we need to implement the 10-point agenda, many people did not believe. I know even some of the people now who are shouting to my party outside there never believed that the 10-point agenda will be implemented. They thought with the death of my party leader, that will be the end of the 10-point agenda. But today we are here. And I'm happy when this issue came up from our party, Your Excellency. You know, we have donated many experts to you as a party. My party leader identified the professor from upstate New York, Harvard trained, to spearhead this matter on our behalf as a party. And you could see the English, Your Excellency, I'm speaking, and the one you spoke. Excellency. So and then also, I am very happy that the Kenya National Human Rights is led by someone, Your Excellency, whom I have been demonstrating in Migori with her mother, her brother, her sister. She was working for the United Nations, but I was demonstrating with her mother in the town. So I'm happy now she knows what her mother has gone through. And I'm happy that she's the one now implementing. I am very excited about that also. So with those few remarks, Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much. We will support as Parliament any efforts that will make the next demonstrations to be peaceful, to be within the law and within the Constitution. We will support as leaders, as party, and as Parliament, Your Excellency, because I will support demonstrations peacefully, because I don't want to lose demonstrations as ODM going forward. Even in the next 50 years, I want to still keep it. But I want it now to become more peaceful, more law orderly, and more constitutional. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me also to invite Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, the Majority Leader of the National Assembly, who was co-chair of the de facto National Dialogue Committee.
Thank you, Nonok. Your Excellency, the President, the Deputy President, the Chief Justice, the Party Leader, ODM, and observing all protocols already established. Allow me, Your Excellency, also to congratulate you and the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, led by the chairperson, Clarice Oganga, for the very splendid job that they have done in putting together this framework for the reparation of victims of our past injustices. Your Excellency, I remember way back in 2023, when yourself and the late former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, appointed us, 10 of us, to lead in the deliberations through the National Dialogue Committee. This and the question of the cost of living was one of the most sticking points that we took a lot of time and listened to very many Kenyans on. And I recall, Your Excellency, when we finalized the report and we made our way to Capitol Hill to present the copy of the NADCO report to the former Prime Minister. He took not less than 10 minutes speaking on this issue. And having appreciated the work that we had gone through and the issues that were raised in the NADCO report, I remember the former Prime Minister telling us, those of us who were in that room, in his boardroom at Capitol Hill, that the call for reparation was not a call for compensation. And he said there is no amount of money that you can give to compensate human life or even the loss of property. And he told us that reparations go beyond monetary compensation. It's about restorative justice to the people who have suffered human rights violations, injury, loss of life, and loss of property. And to join my colleagues, Honorable Junet Mohamed, the Chair, Kenya National Human Rights Commission, Professor Makau Mutua, who we engaged as a former chair of this commission, I must say that today is indeed a great day for our country. And allow me, Your Excellency, to thank you and pay glowing tribute to the former Prime Minister for his commitment and dedication to see that this day comes to fruition. Because beyond the NADCO report of 2023, when again we sat on the 10-point agenda, this issue was again topical amongst the issues that the former Prime Minister raised with you. Your Excellency, as Junet Mohamed has said and Makau Mutua have said, you are not the first president of this country to deal with this issue, but you are the leader and the president who has had the courage and determination to deal with the issue of reparation and restorative justice in our country effectively and with finality, Your Excellency. That courage we must commend you for. And I remember one of the people that we were with in NADCO Secretariat, at a point when we had a stalemate, and we were asking, where would a country like ours with the economy that we have and had even then in 2023 get the resources to compensate victims of all past injustices? And I remember when we said we will go beyond 2023 demonstrations back to 2017, we asked ourselves, how do you even identify the victims? Where do you get the resources to compensate them? But Your Excellency, as the chair of the commissioner said, and as the former Prime Minister told us, this is beyond monetary compensation. It is about restorative justice and making every Kenyan feel part and parcel of our country moving forward. Allow me, Your Excellency, to conclude by congratulating you again for your courage and confidence that this can be done within our lifetime. It took Your Excellency 2 weeks ago, again, to offer a national apology to the people of Northern Kenya for the historical injustices of marginalization, and that takes leadership and it takes courage. It has taken you again courage and the support of many of the people in this room, the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, and as I said, with immense tribute to the former Prime Minister, his courage to continue fighting for justice for Kenyans many who would never know the sacrifices that he had to go through to get this to fruition today. With those few remarks, Your Excellency, thank you and congratulations to yourself and the Kenya Human Rights Commission. As Junet Mohamed has committed, I will also commit as the leader of the majority in the National Assembly that whatever legislative proposals the Kenya Human Rights Commission will bring forth to enact into law, we will support for the betterment of our country. I look forward to a country, as Junet Mohamed, who keeps telling me he is a product of demonstrations and protests, that he would never want to see a nation without demonstrations and protests. But I look forward, like he does, to having processions, protests, and demonstrations that are peaceful, where people assemble in designated places. And Your Excellency, we must learn from Arsenal fans as much as you are an Arsenal fan together with my speaker. Recently, we saw droves of thousands of young people right in the middle of our central business district. They had their procession, celebrated, and left without anybody being stolen from or anybody's shop being looted, without a single vehicle being stoned, and without a single person among us, those who are in that procession, getting injured, arrested, or even killed. Recently, Your Excellency, you co-hosted the Africa Front Summit. We had demonstrators, some who were even imported from outside this country, because I saw a number of foreigners protesting in the central business district. Again, peacefully, and everybody left and went back to their businesses without any injury or harm. Even those who are protesting against acts of femicide in our country, Your Excellency, we have seen the same. How I look forward in the near future to having a country where we shall have processions, protests, demonstrate, and we all allow each other to go about our businesses, even as we remember that the men and women in blue, or rather in uniform, are also part and parcel of our national fabric and deserve respect. And I must thank the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, because I've seen in the report that they have also taken care of reparation.